Earth, fire, air, quiet, kid. Now, I'm going to assume that most of y'all have been to school before and understand that a lot of these school drills are shenanigans. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't have school drills because that would be flat out stupid. I'm just saying that a lot of these school drills are extremely misguided. And in my opinion, one of the most misguided drills of all time are lockdown drills. Now, if y'all don't know what a lockdown drill is, basically, it's just sitting in the corner and hoping that you survive while the intruder is in the hallway, which has never made much sense to me. And during these drills, I would often think about becoming a kung fu ninja and beating up the intruder, which is a fun dream and all, but if there was an actual intruder, would I have done that? Hell no. In all actuality, my plan during these things were either jumping out the window or running to the nearest door if my classroom was near one. And because that made way more sense than just sitting in the corner and hoping that I survived, because one, there's a 99% chance that the person is either taking notes with you in the classroom during these drills, or two, been to a school within the past 40 years and have done these exact same drills before. And even if they have like the 1% and have not gone to any school ever and are homeschooled, never heard about a lockdown drill, do you really think they're gonna walk into a school and just think that everyone went on the magic school bus onto some like vacation field trip within the split second that they pull up to the school? Hell no. Like, you actually think they're that stupid? And even if they do actually believe that there's no one there, do you actually think that the person is not going to hear Jimothy and Timothy in the corner talking about Minecraft while the teacher yells at them in full volume to shut up? Like, it makes zero sense. And like, honestly, it's just stupid. Also, I think the go-to plan for every school should be, like, if you're on the second floor, there should be like one of those inflatable slides and you break the window and just slide down. That makes so much more sense than just sitting in the corner. And if you're on the first floor, I already said it, either run out the door or break out the window. And if you're in the basement, GG's buddy, just run in zigzags and hope for the best. Now, the next type of drill is basically the same thing as a lockdown drill, and I've only really had them recently, so I don't know if it's just a my school thing or just like schools are just starting to do it for some reason. But it's a stay input drill. Now, it's basically just a lockdown drill off Wish, and it only really happens if there's like a threat near the school or like a medical emergency and they want you to stay out of the hallways. And it's basically just stay in the classroom, you're not allowed to use the bathroom, all that stuff, and you just continue learning. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me like to have a drill, because like we've had like stay and put drills and nobody has even noticed. Like, nothing changed, they didn't even announce it. We just learned after class that there was a stay and put drill. And I've only ever had an actual stay and put once, and that's when some kid decided to commit grand theft auto outside the school, and very intelligent by them. Now, the next type of drill is a tornado drill. Now, tornado drills also never made sense to me, because it never made sense to me how like curling up into a ball with your head in the hallway's wall with your back towards like the hallway like protects you from a tornado, because one, the school is made out of like bricks and whatnot, so if the school is like torn apart by a tornado, you're already cooked. That tornado is strong as hell. And second, even if that does happen, what is that going to do against a tornado? Is the tornado going to have the same mentality as a school intruder and just think that nobody is there because you're curled up in a ball in the hallway? Like, that makes zero sense to me. And also, tornado drills are like the least respected drill ever, because not like as I've gone through like the school system, as kids get older, they listen to it less and less. Like, when I was in middle school and elementary school, kids were actually curling up into a ball and sitting in the hallway. And now that I've done it in high school, people don't really curl up into a ball anymore because they have their brains and actually understand that that ain't doing nothing, and they kind of just sit on the wall, and that basically, in my opinion, does the exact same as the other thing. It's just more comfortable, and that just makes way more sense to do. Now, the last type of school drills are fire drills, and they tend to be the most common in my opinion, because I swear I have a fire drill once every 3 weeks, which seems a bit overkill because after the first fire drill, I know what to do. Like, obviously I'm gonna leave the school if there's a fire. Like, I'd be stupid if I didn't, and I understand having one like once a year just to, refresh the memory on where the exits are. Like, I understand why we have them, because the school doesn't want the slow kids to be all tripped up and whatnot, and they want us to all leave in like order, single file lines, keep everyone safe. But God knows that during an actual fire, that's not going to happen, and everyone's just going to be running out. The slow kids are going to be getting trampled, the fast kids are going to be tripping on them, everyone's going to be piling up. Not a good sight, and low-key, it's just not a good drill. It's not well run. But like low-key, they happen too often too. Like, I live in a cold state, and during the winter they actually suck. Like, I'm not trying to leave the school when it's -10 outside for a fire drill, and I low-key think it'd be safer to stay in the school when it's -10 out, like even if there is a fire. And low-key, like, school fire drills especially suck if you are in the bathroom, because then you gotta go run around, find your class, so you don't get detention for not being there during the drill. And my school has a dumb rule to where you have to stick with the class like the whole time, or else you get in trouble, and it just makes it completely boring during the drill. Now, the one good thing about fire drills is that, like, low-key, I've gotten out of some hard assignments just because there's a fire drill. Like, low-key, I'll be in Spanish and I'm illiterate in Spanish, and then the fire alarm rings, and I'm low-key happy that I'm out of there.